Greetings, Earth swine and YouTube subscribers. I have traveled very far to tell you my top five favorite things about your 2020 Camaro SS 1LE. Number five.
What up, fam? So, number five I want to talk about is the wheel and rim setup on these babies. Now, I don't got very great lighting today, but I want to talk about the wheels here because this is my favorite Camaro wheels. You can only get these on 1LEs. So basically, staggered setup on Goodyear Supercar 3s. These are excellent track and daily tires. They wear out super fast, but they hold up really good. I am very impressed with this car. You can't get enough of this. But these are 285/30 R20s. And we're coming back to the rears, and these are 305/30 R20s. Now these are actually my second set of tires already, and I'm about 9,000 miles. So that's just is what it is. But they're actually really great tires, and if you look at them, this is an awesome setup in there. Quite honestly, I think it just sets off the car. It's kind of makes the 1LE package. Look at that. So nice and simple. Number five, my favorite thing are the wheels about this car.
4.
Guys, as the creepy alien said, number 4 is going to have to be the brakes on these cars. I have, they're 6-piston up front Brimbos. I've ran these on the track, 112 degree heat, and granted, I'm not the most experienced track driver, but I had no problems with them, no burning up. I've even seen one of our buddies that got them, and it looked like they had hot spots all throughout the rotors. But he never had pulsation. It cleaned right off, and he kept driving the hell out of them. So actually really great brakes. Take a look. So I already kind of showed you the wheels, so you saw the brakes. I get it. The rear is pretty much exactly the same setup. It's obviously not a 6-piston. I believe it is a 4-piston. Don't quote me on that. I will throw in those proper specs back there, but the brakes are awesome. They're going to hold up no matter what. However, if you are going to track this car, you have to swap your brake fluid to DOT4 fluid. Super easy if you have a motive power bleeder. It takes, from what I heard, it takes about 30 minutes to do. But in truth and honesty, jacking up the car, you're going to be looking at about an hour to do. It's pretty easy. Otherwise, excellent.
Let's do this. Guys. So one of my favorite aspects is the limited slip differential. By pressing the mode button, I can change the settings inside.
Now moving along to number 3, of course, this is a 1LE specific. This is the limited slip modes. Now granted, you can get this on the ZL1 as well, but it does come standard on a 1LE. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and start her up. So I'm kind of iffy on this, but let's see if I do this right. So basically you hit this traction control and then hold this button, and that should give me access to the modes. Let's see. There we go. So now we can go ahead and scroll through different modes. So the best way to describe these modes, I would have to say, is each one seems to give you a little bit more, I really don't know how to describe it. The way I can really say it is when you're in race mode, it feels like it's on rails, really just pushing out the rear. You can obviously slide out, but each one kind of gives you a little bit of a different feel in the rear end. I'd suggest you play with them before you go on a full canyon run, putting it in full track mode, race mode, and you have never done that before. So learn your car a little bit before you go throw it on a canyon. but the LSD modes are definitely one of my greatest parts of this car. It really does change it up. Get some time to learn how to do it. It's a little tricky with the buttons, but once you get it down, you're not going to want to drive without that certain mode.
Now let's try this out. It's completely interstellar. Come in.
Two is certainly the 1LE package value over a standard 2SS. Now you can go ahead and get a 2SS, but you're going to get more luxury over performance. Do you care about lighting inside your car and, you know, blind spot monitoring, or do you care about having the LSD, or do you care about having stickier tires and wider wheels, a better setup, more aggressive setup? Do you care about being a little bit lower and better aero? Are you going to track the car? Are you not going to track the car? These are things you got to consider, but however, for $8 grand you could get the 1LE package on top of a 1SS, or for the same price you can get a 2SS. It's up to you what you want to do. Now they do make 2SS 1LEs. It's another 4 or 5 grand on top of what you're already paying. If you want to do that, that's definitely an option. I don't really personally care about the cell phone charger or blind spot mirroring or blind spot monitoring or parking assist. I know how to drive the car. I don't need it to tell me where I'm at. So for the most part, a 1SS 1LE is your driver's car. This is a hell of a machine. It's a race car. You could take out on the street every single day and do whatever you want with this. Definitely get the 1LE package over a 2SS.
Foolish humans, please take the time to like and subscribe, or I will destroy your Earth. Go on. I'll wait. Come on. I will destroy. There we go. You will live another day, but maybe not too long. It is the handling that really just gets my alien groove going.
Alright, and as anticipated, my number one thing about the Camaro SS 1LE is going to have to be the versatility of the vehicle. Now, if you're thinking a track purpose Camaro has versatility and you think I'm crazy, then, well, you're probably right, because I am crazy. However, you could take this thing on a back road in track mode with some stiff suspension, put the LSD in, you know, race mode, and just have a bat out of hell, you know, 455 horsepower V8 rear-wheel drive car that could tackle the canyon mean, handle the straights mean. And when you get done with that, that stiff ride, that it feels right, but it's stiff, you know, it's a track car, right? You could throw the suspension in comfort with the magnetic suspension, turn on your cruise control and hit your AC, and then on the rest of the way home, you gotta let your legs rest and you gotta just cruise on the freeway. Definitely get this car in a manual. It has that capability. It's good in traffic, it's good on the freeway. You can make it a complete track car and then drive it on home and just feel nice and comfortable eating your Subway sandwich. It really is that good. But simply put, I think when you guys saw my video, should I get a Camaro SS 1LE, you might have thinking I left a little bit of a negative impression. Truth is, I love this car. I love this car more than anything. Okay, not more than anything, but I love this car more than any other car that I can afford right now. And if that's the fact of the matter, I'm gonna keep affording this car until either it blows up or I buy another one. I'm not really sure at this time, but I love 1LEs, and the Camaro's probably going to be dead soon. The V8's probably going to be dead soon, and the manual transmission is probably going to be dead soon. Do yourself a favor, go buy one in a manual.
And that was my top 5 favorite things about the Camaro SS 1LE. not a big deal. It's just a Camaro. You know, like to go out and, you know, get some fried chicken every now and then.
Gar, what are you doing?
I was looking for some good human food and I just happened to find this fuel source you had here. It's delicious. Got any more? Oh, secondhand. I think I'm good. I'm good.